Okay, so we have another functional equation problem. So f of 0 is given, and now we have f of xy in terms of f of something plus some expression. And then we want to find the function f of x. Okay, so like when we have like the functional equation, we usually plug numbers just to see if that give us something better. And what we are given is 0 for like input. So let's actually try and maybe plug in like one of these variable to be 0, right? So if I choose x or y to be 0, which doesn't make any difference since the equation looks like symmetric. So which is why I'm going to choose, like, let's say y equals 0, right? If I choose y is 0, so that will be 0 times x, which is f of 0. And this part would be f of x squared plus 0 squared, which is just the x squared over 2, and plus, since y will be 0, so you will get just x minus 0 squared, which is x squared. So this is the equation we have now, right? So then, but now we have f of 0, which is 1. So if I want to find the f of this expression alone, so that will give us f of x squared over 2 is equal to 1 minus x squared. Okay, so we got something, f of x squared over 2, in terms of like 1 minus x squared, in terms of x, basically. And the goal is to find the f of x itself. So your goal is to make this inside somehow x, so, and then this part will be in terms of x. That's the goal. But we cannot really find this, because if you want to find the inverse of this expression, since this is a quadratic like expression, you may not have the like inverse, since we have two different like outputs for same input, so which doesn't make a function, so which is a concern. And what we can do, we can just try something else. Like we can try doing some sort of substitution. So if I try x squared over 2 is equal to, I don't know, let's say t. Okay, and then if I want to get x squared alone, so that will be 2t. So let's rewrite this equation a bit better. So instead of this fractions, I'm going to write it as t, so f of t, and then that will give us 1 minus x squared. X squared is 2t, so that should be 1 minus 2t. So now this is like much nicer expression. So I can replace t with anything, like even x. If I replace t with x, so that will be f of x equals 1 minus 2x, so that might be our answer. But let's actually start trying and see if this is really the case. So like if I want to kind of use the same approach, like I choose, like at the beginning, y is like 0 to get something we got right there. But we can try plugging something else as well, because we want to make sure this is really the case. Like if I want to choose like y something to get just f of x, because at the end we want to find f of x, maybe I can choose y as 1. So if I choose y is equal to 1, then you will get f of x is equal to f of x squared plus 1 over 2 plus, so we will get x minus like 1 squared, right? So that should be x minus 1 squared. And the goal is just to manipulate this guy in terms of writing f of x alone. But I do know f of t, which means whenever you plug into this function for t, you will get 1 minus 2t, right? So maybe we can just use that. So the f of x is the left side. So then I can say this is equal to f of this expression. But this expression, then we do have, like when you plug t, we were getting 1 minus 2t, which means if you plug this expression into this function, which is f function, so you will get, let me put it back, you will get like 1 minus 2 times 1 minus 2 times this whole thing, which is x squared plus 1 over 2, and plus x minus 1 squared, so which is x squared minus 2x plus 1. So the reason I'm just using like this guy with this function, because f of x is what we want. And if I just write this part in terms of x, then I will be done. So let's simplify these. So these will be canceling each other. So that will be 1 minus x squared minus 1, because this negative is just negative of everything. And then plus x squared minus 2x plus 1. So the square terms will be gone, and then 1 and negative 1 will be gone. So you get negative 2x plus 1. So which is our f of x. So I hope that was clear. So this is a functional equation problem. So you just like somehow like play with the expression you are given and get some sort of functions. We were able to get that. Okay. So I'll see you in the next video.